In the shadowed corridors of Hollywood's elite alliances, where fortunes rise and fall like the California tides, comes the tantalizing whisper that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, those self-exiled royals chasing the American dream, may have burned their bridge with benefactor Tyler Perry over a staggering unpaid loan of $14 million. A tale laced with financial desperation, fractured friendships, and the ever-present specter of marital strain and royal rejection that could unravel their carefully curated facade. Good afternoon, my astute friends. Let's pull back the curtain on this latest chapter in the Sussex saga, shall we? You know, it's one of those stories that starts with the best of intentions, or so it seemed back in 2020, when Harry and Meghan made their dramatic exit from the royal fold. Stepping away from the pomp and protocol of Buckingham Palace, they landed in the sun-drenched sprawl of Southern California, seeking independence, privacy, and perhaps a slice of that Hollywood magic. But as any seasoned observer might note with a raised eyebrow, independence comes at a price, especially when you're accustomed to the bottomless coffers of the crown. Enter Tyler Perry, the billionaire filmmaker whose empire of Medea movies and media ventures has made him a titan in Tinseltown. A source within the inner circle recalls how Perry extended a hand of extraordinary generosity to the couple during those early, uncertain days. He didn't just offer advice, he provided sanctuary. His $18 million Beverly Hills mansion became their temporary haven, a sprawling estate where they could regroup away from the prying eyes of the paparazzi. And it wasn't just bricks and mortar. Perry dispatched his own security team to shield them as they transitioned to their new life in Montecito. He even whisked them from Canada to Los Angeles aboard his private jet, ensuring their safe arrival. Such acts of kindness, one might think, forge unbreakable bonds. Indeed, Perry's involvement deepened when he was named godfather to their daughter Lilibet, attending her christening with the warmth of a true ally. But now, according to a well-placed source close to the situation, that bond appears to be fraying at the edges, and the culprit? Money, that age-old divider of friends and families. Whispers from behind closed doors suggest that Perry extended a secret loan of $14 million to the Sussexes, a lifeline amid their mounting financial pressures. Yet the repayment has reportedly stalled. And worse, the couple is said to be ghosting him, ignoring calls, evading conversations, leaving the magnate feeling used and discarded. He's done everything in his power to help them, confides this source. But the problem is they simply wouldn't call him back. One can't help but sense a touch of irony here. The man who once vowed to keep them safe now finds himself on the outside, his generosity met with silence. Perry, for his part, has remained publicly gracious, but in a recent interview, he downplayed his role in their American acclamation, noting dryly that Meghan, being a California native, needed little guidance. A subtle shift, perhaps, but telling in the world of celebrity subtleties. Of course, representatives for both sides have pushed back against these claims. A longtime family acquaintance insists there's no rift, no unpaid debt casting shadows over their friendship. And a royal spokesperson has dismissed the notion of financial distress as categorically untrue. But let's be honest, my discerning viewers in the realm of high-stakes gossip, denials often fan the flames rather than extinguish them. After all, if everything were rosy, why the need for such vehement rebuttals? Delving deeper into the Sussexes' predicament, it's clear that money troubles form the throbbing heart of this drama. A source behind closed doors paints a picture of a couple teetering on the edge of insolvency, their grand visions clashing with harsh realities. 6 years after Megxit, their income streams have sputtered. That lucrative Netflix deal, once heralded as a 5-year, $100 million bonanza, it's been quietly demoted to a mere first-look agreement, meaning no guaranteed payouts, just the chance to pitch ideas. Meghan's lifestyle series, With Love, Meghan, which promised culinary delights and heartfelt moments, fizzled spectacularly, garnering a paltry 2 million views and languishing at the 1,024th spot in Netflix rankings for the latter half of 2025. Critics panned it, audiences ignored it, and now it's been axed after just 2 seasons. Undeterred, or perhaps desperate, Meghan is reportedly shopping new concepts tied to holidays like Valentine's Day and the 4th of July, but so far nothing has stuck. Then there's her lifestyle brand, As Ever, a venture that launched with fanfare in April 2025, offering artisanal jams, honeys, candles, and even wines. But a well-meaning staff member whispers that it's tanking, with website glitches accidentally revealing warehouses stocked with nearly 500,000 unsold items. Expansion plans to go global? They're on hold amid claims of overambitious projections meeting underwhelming demand. One wonders if the Duchess's flair for the dramatic has outpaced practical business acumen. The numbers don't lie, and they paint a grim portrait. Their Montecito mansion, a $15 million sprawl of luxury, carries a hefty multi-million-dollar mortgage. Add to that the annual $3 million bill for private security, a necessity since Harry lost his official protection status upon leaving royal duties. No longer classified as internationally protected persons, they're footing the bill themselves, even as Harry wages a legal battle with the UK's Security Committee to reinstate it. Staff turnover adds to the chaos. Nearly 25 aides have jumped ship, citing the couple's demanding nature and what some describe as self-obsessed and delusional tendencies. Even their charity, Archwell Philanthropies, is under the microscope, with allegations of financial discrepancies, expenses ballooning while donations dwindle. In this vortex of red ink, Harry is said to be turning to unlikely sources for salvation. A source close to palace circles reveals he's been quietly begging his father, King Charles, for financial aid, despite the king's own health battles and the ongoing family rift. Harry would return to the UK in a heartbeat, this insider confides, if only pride and circumstance allowed. California has turned into a nightmare for him. Homesickness gnaws at the prince, who once thrived in the structured world of royalty but now finds himself adrift, resorting to $50,000 speaking gigs to private groups just to keep the lights on. His 2023 memoir, Spare, brought in a $27 million advance, but that's long spent, leaving them exposed. Yet amid the cynicism, one must acknowledge the Sussex's resilience, or is it stubbornness? They've built a life far from the royal glare, raising Archie and Lilibet in relative seclusion, championing causes like mental health and philanthropy. But as the bills mount and alliances fray, the question lingers: can they sustain this independent path, or will the weight of unpaid debts and unspoken grievances pull them under? It's a cautionary tale, isn't it? Of ambition clashing with reality, of friendships tested by fortune's fickle hand. Tyler Perry, once their knight in shining armor, now allegedly stands apart, his $14 million gesture hanging like a sword of Damocles. Whether fact or fevered speculation, it captivates because it humanizes the untouchable, reminding us that even princes and duchesses must balance the books. As we wrap this up, my thoughtful companions, remember, in the grand theater of royalty and celebrity, the plot twists never cease. Until next time, stay curious and keep an eye on those Montecito horizons. Cheerio.